of consequence.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Proves too strong. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lewandowski. He's onside. Rafinha. Now it's Pedri. And here's Pedri. Vermeer! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Clears it away. And it's Balde. De Jong. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha laid out to the left flank. Firmly met. Ngonge. And now the breakaway. Ngonge in acres of space out wide. Vermeer. De Jong. Pedri. Rafinha played over towards the opposite flank. Yamal. And here's Lopez. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Could be danger here. It's run loose here. And here's Lopez. Fermin, and that's aimed into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Well, they could break here. Aim forwards. Al Kubasi attempts a clearance. Nice control. That is a brilliant interception. De Jong. Barcelona could counter here. Pedri. Yamal. Lopez. And here's Lewandowski. There's the shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona gain their reward with an early goal. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kubasi. Al Kubasi shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Calmly anticipates. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. Yamal. And here's Pedri. Thinks about the shot. Al Kubasi makes the interception. Picks it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Flings it across. Caught offside that time. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. In it comes. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Now it's Lewandowski. Fermin. Yamal. Searching pass he's played there. Tries to get it clear. They've played it short. And it's Balde. And here's Rafinha. He's in a great position. Lewandowski has a go! And he's there to get it away. Oh, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Kubasi. De Jong forwards and with intent. And here's Lewandowski. Driven forward. Oh, that's a nice ball. Al Kubasi gets it away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ball is over the line. Ngonge. Lewandowski. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's picked out the run. That has been cut short. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Lopez. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the shot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Fermin. Now it's Pedri. Lewandowski tries to dink it through. And he thumps it clear. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Moved on forwards. And he has slightly undercooked that one. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Come loose. Does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Yamal. Do have a chance to counter here. Gonge. The approach does pay off here. And it's Pedri. Now it's Lopez. Fermin has been caught there, it's a foul. It's anyone's ball now. Pedri, brilliantly cut out. And it's hoisted clear. Spread out to the left. Valde. Lovely feet. De Jong. Here's Fermin! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. That has been knocked clear. Aim forwards. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kubasi. How Kubasi gently done. In with the challenge. Barcelona have a free kick. Pedri with the cross. He's dealt with that well. Here's Pedri, looking here to chip it through. And that has been cleared. And they win it back again. Tries to get it clear. Deftly away. And he'll shoot here! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's De Jong. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Clears it away. Now, can he find a finish? It looks a good cross. That has been knocked clear. Can he spark a counter here? Ngonge. Ngonge.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Lewandowski. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ngonge! Rafinha. Pedri. Lopez. Fermin unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Plays it through. Ball's gone out of play. Played into the middle. Eric Garcia can get it clear. Here comes another cross. And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Lewandowski. That's really well manoeuvred. Eric Garcia is there and he can get that clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Pedri. Rafinha, he's got space in the area. That has been knocked clear. Up towards the front line.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Lopez. Ngonge. Out towards the flank. Ngonge. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Ngonge. Showing good feet. Can he deliver? Ngonge's cross. He's cut it out. Balde. Eric Garcia succumbs to the pressure. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rafinha. Balde. Pedri. Rafinha. Clipped into space. It's a mighty effort! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And reclaimed it in a trice. Strong running down that left flank. Cross into the box. Keeper's dealt with that. Chance here to counter. And it's Lopez. Fermin has created one goal already. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Yamal, played towards the other side. Rafinha, and here's Pedri. De Jong. Rafinha. Aim forwards. Pedri. And it's Lewandowski. And he's there to clear it. Out to the left it goes. Kubasi. Eric Garcia, nicely aimed pass. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. And here's Pedri. Might be dangerous. Big chance! It's the and again! Ngonge wins the duel this time. He's onto it in a flash. Kubasi cuts it out. Pedri. And it's Lopez. Yamal. And the counter is on. Played with finesse. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! It's in!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And it's hoisted clear. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a nicely weighted pass. De Jong with a fine tackle. Pedri. And here's Yamal. Fermin. And here's Pedri. Cuts out the pass. So what can they make of this? Ngonge. He's got away. Great chance! He's got a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Moved on forwards. And they can counter here. Yamal. Played back in. Lewandowski. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Eric Garcia, and it's played forward. Rafinha, they played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Lopez. Now that's well seen too. Could move up a gear here. Ngonge. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, just skips past his man. And it's Balde. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Rafinha. Gets good distance on it. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, can he get onto this? Yamal. This looks promising. Yamal. Lopez. Yamal. And that has been cleared. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. Ngonge carries the ball down the right. A heavy challenge. Pedri forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Kubasi. 2 minutes to be added on. Well read, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Gonge. Rafinha. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. And here's the chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Eric Garcia, gently done. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it.
Yamal! They've scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Eric Garcia. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Lopez. Koundé shifted upfield. De Jong. Kubasi. Aim forwards. Koundé. Yamal. And that is out of play. Koundé, and here's Yamal, looks across and plays it in. And that was very necessary. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's very neat. Over to the left. Gonge was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Played down the flank. Cross goes in there. No, that's too long. That has been cut short. Rafinha. it's Balde. Aimed in towards the centre. Yep, it's a corner. It's a goal kick. Balde cuts out the pass. Kunde. Kubasi. De Jong. Fermin. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Chance here to counter. Fermin. Balde. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, they could break here. Gonge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Decent chance! And it's hoisted clear. Nice physical challenge. And he's heaved it away. Have it back and can go again. Moved on forwards. And that has been clubbed away. De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He is just caressing the ball. Proves too strong. Yamal. De Jong. Kunde. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Balde. And it's Pedri. Eric Garcia. And it's played forward. That's really well cleared. Fermin. Balde puts a cross in. Balde clouts it too hard. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
That's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it out wide. Now here's the delivery. Fermin aimed forwards. Rafinha, great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. Well read. The danger is averted. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedri. De Jong, gently done. Yamal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kubasi. Kunde. That is good strength. Oh, it's played into the area. And they've got rid. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Bullish header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Balde. Moved on forwards. And it's Balde. He's in plenty of space here. Up he goes! Well, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Yamal crossed in once more. That's been drilled forward. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. That'll be a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's a lovely, neat pass. Balde. Pedri. He's on it. Can he get away? De Jong. De Jong laid out to the left flank. Short changes him with that pass. Played out to the right. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Al Kubasi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Fermin. Yamal. And here's Lopez. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Aim forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Real chance! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Here comes the cross. He can get that clear. Swings in across. Eric Garcia attempts a clearance. Played it again.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this...
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Balde is there, and he can get that clear. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and he's managed to get free. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they've got a throw. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's played forward. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Now it's Lewandowski. He's in, surely! And here's Lewandowski. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cleared without complication. And it's Pedri. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Played towards the front line. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gets it away. Quality ball. Cleared away. Yamal. Fermin. Out to the right. He's had a shot! Chooses to go back. Oh, good ball! De Jong. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking to break at pace. Locked in behind. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rafinha. Yamal. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia goes forward. Aim forwards.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Lopez. Yamal. And it's De Jong. And here's Rafinha.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he whips. Header! No mistake!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
How Kubasi, gently done. Yamal. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Lopez. Yamal. Hit into the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Kubasi. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, can he get onto this? Lopez. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yamal. Oh, what a climb! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Lewandowski fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Balde, gently done. Big chance, corner. Clears it away.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Rafinha. And it's Balde. Pedri.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's an imaginative pass. Pedri. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Koundé. Well, a throw in. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ball's played through. Rafinha.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Up towards the front line, calmly anticipates. And it's played forward. Fermin. Now it's Yamal.
Barcelona really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Lewandowski. Fermin spread out to the left. That's an excellent interception.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Balde cuts it out. Played back to the goalkeeper. Eric Garcia. That's really well manoeuvred. Fermin. Kubasi. Into the last 5 minutes. Eric Garcia. Forward it goes. Barcelona really will have to throw everything at this now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
How Kubasi gets across to intercept that. And here's Pedri. And it's Balde. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kubasi. Fermin. De Jong. Koundé. Pedri. Over to the left.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gonzalez.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's there to clear it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Martin gets over and into Pedri with the foul. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Referee's given a throw. Pedri. Aim forwards. That's going to go a long way. Gonzalez. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Rashford. De Jong. So what can they make of this? Now it's Rashford. Barcelona don't have many options and time is running out. De Jong.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Pedri. It is now or never. Time is against them. That's a good foot in there. And that's a throw. And it's Martin. He's in space and looking for options. Rashford. That's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona, and that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter, they have the win, and that's what they needed. The end of the game, reflections?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.